Hi, I'm Marielle from Simply Finance, and you're watching Simply Finance TV. In today's episode, we're simplifying the process of starting your own business. And I'm with serial entrepreneurs, Kat and Karla Zulueta. These ladies are the empowered women behind brands such as Zoo, Sundowners, and Aperitif. So welcome guys, welcome to the show, and thank you for agreeing to be my guest
Thank you for having
today.
us.
Yeah, thanks
this
for
is
having
fun.
It's so much fun to be here. Girl talk.
Okay, so tell me, I've been following your brands for a couple of years now.
Mm-hmm.
All of you sisters are actually entrepreneurs. So who inspired you guys, or did you inspire each other, or was it your parents, or what made you become entrepreneurs?
Actually, we're 5 girls, and one is a nurse, and the rest are all entrepreneurs. I guess it's because we grew up in a very business-oriented family. My mom and dad, when we were growing up, they both had businesses. Like my mom had a salon and a gym, and together with my dad. And so growing up, we grew up having conversations over dinner about business, ganon. And so we just loved conversing and talking about businesses actually.
Yeah.
And I remember growing up, I would go to the salon and I would go to the reception area and act as if I'm doing the papers and everything, and pretending that I own the place. And so and we love having our own physical space. We love doing our own time. We love managing our own business and having our own employees. And so the best way to go for me actually after college was just to do business. And nothing else.
Was it the same for you?
Yeah, I remember maybe as early as 10 years old, we're already doing our own businesses.
gosh.
As early as probably 12 or 13, I was already doing makeup for fashion shows. So that was my first job.
So you're always hustling.
There's always that passion for hustle. And me and my sisters, we all grew up together in a very close household. We all had one room, and late night talks were all about businesses.
Oh my gosh.
Remember when we were kids and we were like, oh, I want a business in cinema snack industry, and we would have dreams of being like entrepreneur sisters one day.
We always love thinking of
Thinking
ideas.
of gosh. We would go hours and hours talking about businesses when we were young, up until today. So for example, whenever we would see each other as sisters, the first thing that we talk about is not really personal stuff. It's not even about fashion. It's about business, how to scale up the business, how to reach target
Love
markets.
it.
What are the influencers to
I guess
to,
we're
to
just
work
really
with?
passionate about.
It's just really
Yeah.
natural
Yeah.
for us.
You guys are really lucky because it's it came naturally,
Yeah.
and parang you were surrounded by people, like-minded people who inspired you. So a lot of my clients actually, I let them list down their financial goals, and siguro 90% of the time, one of their goals is to start their own business. So tell me, what can we share with our newbie entrepreneurs? How do you start a business? How do you even go about it?
Okay, this has always been my mantra. It's such a cliche, but I always believe in the saying, do what you love and you'll never have to work a single day.
Yeah.
And I've been following this rule ever since I was in college. And it only means one thing, follow your passion. Think of what you love doing and pursue that. And for me, for example, I did fashion. Before, people were telling me, there's no money in fashion, but it's not true, Do what you love and don't be afraid to try.
So
Don't be afraid
just
to fail.
follow what you like.
Just try it
basically.
out, yeah. I think that's the first thing. If you like something and you think you can do it better than the current brands,
Yeah.
then try it out. There's nothing wrong in trying, and there's nothing wrong in failing or succeeding,
Right.
For me, what I'm passionate about is brand building. And what's funny is that the 2 businesses that I have right now, which is Sundowners and Aperitif, were all accidental businesses. They were not really planned to be businesses. So the main lesson here is do what your gut tells you to do,
Yeah.
and say yes
I
to
love that.
opportunities.
Yeah.
I said yes to opportunities given to me up front, and we took it from there. After 5 years, it became a brand.
So I love that. So guys, just follow what you're passionate about and always say yes to opportunities because you don't know where it takes you.
Yes.
So I love your mindset, guys. Tell me, where is this coming from? How are you guys so positive? And I feel you're just attracting really good opportunities all the time.
Me and my sisters, we are very, very passionate about the law of attraction. We discovered this maybe around 10 years ago, and it has become the main source of opportunities, main source of positivity in our lives, and a big source of our strength also. We meditate, we do affirmations every day. We listen to theta healing music that kind of rewires the brain. So for those who are interested in that, you just Google law of attraction, and it's a great way to really reach your dreams and basically attract success in your life.
I love that because in my financial planning sessions, I actually tell my clients to do affirmations and gratitude because how will you attract more money since it's finances into your life if you're not grateful for where you are now? So it really shows, guys, they're successful, they follow these things. It won't hurt trying.
I think it's all about just being positive and focusing on the positive things around you and not letting the negative things,
Take over.
take over.
Yeah.
And it's as simple as that, basically.
A big key also to be able to reach your dreams is goal setting.
Yeah.
So during the start, whenever we start a
love that.
year, we really goal set.
Yeah.
We have a vision for this year. What is our vision for the next 5 years? What is your vision for the next 10 years? And that's the North Star of our lives, that's the direction that we want to take. And every decision that we make throughout our lives, personal, financial, relationship-wise, are all throughout towards that direction,
Goal.
that goal.
You're always clear with what you want.
Always get clear.
Yeah, exactly, guys. Always be clear with your finances, with your business ideas, everything. So you want to establish a business, for example. So my clients and some people who ask me for advice always ask me, should they save up for their business or should they borrow money?
Okay.
How do they start the ball rolling?
If you're starting your own business, I suggest that you save up for it first. It's because you need to minimize your risk. And then another side is if you've already established your business and it's already rolling, you more or less can calculate your risk by checking your sales, you're checking how much it earns on a yearly basis, and that way you can already calculate your risk. You can say, okay, I can loan $500,000 loan already because the business can pay up for it already. But as much as possible, if you have your own money, don't loan.
Yeah.
I think in all the businesses that we have started, we always use our savings first, and we started really small.
Yeah.
And then when it's time to scale up the business and you think that you can justify the loan, then and scale it up, then go ahead.
So start small first, continue with that, and when you start to scale, then you can explore bigger loans or options. So just do things step by step, guys. Don't try to go big at once. So of course, besides the obvious of profit being the measure of success of a business, how else do you measure the success of your businesses?
Well, first and foremost, you have to earn, of course.
Yeah.
So profit is number one.
Of course.
After that, you have to look how much your brand grew and look at it in a 5-year scale. Like for example, how much assets does your brand own? How many employees have you already employed?
For me, also another thing that I consider is the brand value. What is the value of this brand to the people, the customers you're serving?
Yes.
How innovative do you get after all these years? Are you still inspired to innovate? Are you still touching people's lives? Are you still creating a culture or being able to provide a sense of good product to people? That for me is also
The value of your brand.
The value of
like
brands
what-
to
how
people
you
is
add
very
value.
important. Yeah.
And I think that's very important when you start a business as well, to always come from a place of adding value before anything else.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
I feel when you add the most value, that's when like the income and the profit
Yes.
really comes. So I think that's really
It's also
important.
being true to your consumers and answering as a really a need.
Yeah, exactly.
I think authenticity
Authenticity.
wins the game here.
With all of that said, we are going through, quite difficult times right
Challenging
now.
times.
So as entrepreneurs, how are you pivoting and how are you adapting to COVID-19?
For Zoo, what we did is we added more products in the product line. Like for example, we sold masks. And when we started selling masks, we actually hit our highest number of sales.
Wow.
Given the whole 10 years of Zoo. So can you imagine?
That's crazy.
So sometimes it's a big surprise for all of us.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's all about trusting your gut and looking at more opportunities to give to the market what they really need.
Yeah.
And you're not really limited to your current product line. That's what I realized.
Like taking on that opportunity again.
Yeah.
How about for like food and tourism?
Okay, food-wise, I think this is the best industry to be in now with COVID happening. Just like Kat, also we hit the highest number of profit
Oh my god.
during this time. So I think we're very blessed and we're very lucky. Aperitif is it wasn't solely a catering company. We had also the gift boxing, the grazing boxes. We were very fortunate that time that people just craved for cookies. We were just selling a lot of cookies during that time.
But at the beginning, we were also both nervous about the COVID.
Yeah.
We were like,
For sure,
for about 2 weeks when our brands were still closed. all the time, both of
We're
us were
so
thinking, what are
nervous.
we going to
Yeah.
do? Or how do we attack this
Yeah.
problem? And so good thing we really studied the current situation and just opened.
And I think during this pandemic, it was a time also for a lot of reflection because you're stuck at home.
Yeah.
So I did a lot of meditations and I did a lot of law of attraction, goal writing. And I remember waking up one day, literally I just woke up and I said, I wish our cookies are in Family Mart.
Okay.
And you have no idea, 30 minutes later,
What?
the marketing of Family Mart called me
With no prior?
with nothing.
Oh my gosh.
And asked me if I can put my cookies in Family Mart. It was such an amazing and ecstatic experience
Yeah.
during that time. Yeah.
Guys, so remember to just declare what you want.
Yeah, declare
because it will come
The
back.
universe is
Yeah.
listening. The universe is
Oh
listening.
my gosh, that's crazy.
That's
They've
true
had their
though. Law of
highest
attraction
sales.
is really,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it really happens. Like for
Yeah.
example, all our dreams and aspirations. Like for example, when I was young, I was thinking, how do I get to 1 million sales? How do I open stores?
Yeah.
It just looks so impossible.
Yeah.
But then when you use law of attraction and you keep on attracting it, it's somehow just happens.
Yeah.
Because your heart and you follow it. You follow your desire.
Your desire,
work
your
towards-
intention, and your feeling that you feel that you have it already sets the miracles and
love that.
sets you for that experience.
So sometimes it's really not about like the logical planning. It's really about how you feel and
It's
how you
well,
think, right?
both has to come together.
Yeah.
You should plan also and take
Yeah.
action, but at the same
Same
time,
time.
feel
Yeah.
it and own it.
So both of
I
it.
mean, law of attraction is free, so why not use it, right?
Exactly. So now that we're talking about law of attraction, and I really want to inspire our viewers to really work on their business ideas. Tell me like the big milestones that you've reached because of your business success.
Well, I think I owe everything to Zoo,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I started small. I started when I was in college and now I have a store already. I have a house and I think it's all about financial freedom,
Yeah,
you know.
exactly.
And I thank Zoo for it because Zoo is really my bread and butter,
Yeah.
I would say. Everything that I have, I owe it to Zoo.
I mean, we were never trust fund babies. We
Yeah.
really were. We started everything on our own.
Yeah.
So just being at this age and having your own house, being able to travel the world, having a resort business.
Yeah.
For me,
Yeah.
I feel very lucky and blessed. So
And I think a lot of our viewers will be very, very inspired by that because I feel that some people think that they can't make it because parang their parents didn't give them anything. But guys, it's possible
Yeah.
to do it on your own.
we did it
Yeah,
all on our
exactly.
own.
It's possible and you can too. What personal finance tips can you share that you've learned over the past decade that you feel you could share with our viewers? Like what has worked for you the most?
Okay. Well, I realized that 20s is actually not about YOLOing and having fun. 20s is actually a time for you to prepare for your 30s, which is a much bigger responsibility. So when I was 20 years old, of course, I think looking back, I should have worked harder on my 20s. But really, 20s is really to prepare you for the 30s.
I think looking back, I should have saved more. If
that's
I
true.
were to,
Save,
if I were
guys.
to probably relive the past 5 years of my life, I wish I could have saved more.
Yeah.
So that's something that I need to tell to myself, and I need to tell the viewers that save more. Don't spend it on things that doesn't really
Yeah.
matter. Since especially now with COVID, you get to realize, those material things,
Yeah.
they don't really mean so much right now.
Yeah.
And the best way to be as liquid as possible and put it more into assets.
Yeah. And then later on, you can buy na.
And enjoy.
Yeah, not so early.
Yeah, not so early.
Yeah, not so early. Like reward yourself when you really deserve it already.
Use your 20s as a decade to really save up.
Work on your
20,
goals.
30s,
Yeah.
and then 30s you can go.
Yeah.
yeah.
30s,
Enjoy
40s,
it.
enjoy.
One thing I also learned is that priorities do change when you're 20s and your
Yeah.
30s. The lesson here is always plan ahead and look at the value of what you're doing in 5 or 10 years
Yeah.
because your priorities really do change.
Yeah.
20s to 30s is very different.
Yeah. I always ask my clients to write like their 1 year, 5 year, 10 year goals because it really
Yeah.
varies. You're right. So I think, we really got enough, and that I feel our viewers really got inspired by everything that you've shared. And honestly, I'm so happy that you guys agreed, because you guys really, really inspire me, even from Instagram. Like, I see how you guys grown over the years, and I'm so, so, so proud of you guys. If you want to promote anything to our viewers, please do so. And where could they find you?
You can find Zoo Label in Wakwak and UP Town Center, and we also have a website at zoo.com.ph.
And you can follow Aperitif at aperitif_page on Instagram. And for Sundowners, you can book through sundowners.ph.
Well, that's it, guys. I hope that the Zulueta sisters inspired you to start on that business idea and just work towards it little by little. And of course, attract, feel it, use the law of attraction, and you'll get there. So thank you, and I'll see you guys on the next episode.